Hold on. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Okay. I think there's sound now. Let me know if there's sound. According to my thing, the sound is working now. Okay. All right. Because I've got tone. I've got tone here. Okay. All right. So all right, working now. Okay, we got audio. That's what I thought. Okay, so now the chat says we got audio. Everything was plugged in, but apparently it wasn't plugged in enough. Anyway, I was saying hello to everyone. Hello, Photo Viper and Sparkster and Jamelin and Jeff and Codename New2Vera2 and Robert Long and Big Gay Dave and Matt Edwards and Chad and James and Peter. And I think I said the Killer Weezer already, but hello, the Killer Weezer and Riptide O'Leary, and thanks for your patience. We've already run into technical details, but by God, we are not going to have any more technical details. This time is going to work. It's going to work. Hello, Matt, and I think I said hello to James and MCDJ ACDC. Hello. We are going to get into file cards. Somebody already sent a super chat before we even got started, so I will start with reading a file card in just a moment. I would like to take care of some housekeeping measures before we get too far into it. Hello, Josiah, and Small Town Machine Shop, Big Town Machine Shop, and Matt Rubin. See, I can, without my glasses, I can kind of read that. I can read it a lot better with the glasses, but I take them off, and it's a little blurry, but I can still read it on my screen. Thank you, Boomerang. Boomerang says sneak peek. So hold on, let me grab sneak peek real quick. I would like to take care of some housekeeping. Housekeeping? You want mint on pillow? Let's see, what is sneak peek. I know I've got sneak peek in here somewhere. I've got a whole bunch of leatherneck. Good grief. Let's see. So housekeeping. Today is Tuesday, so Timmer has a new video that has gone up. He has reviewed a comic book from the Special Missions series. So please check out Timmer's video. Also, Codename New2Vera2 has a new video out that I believe was supposed to go up right about the same time we're starting. So obviously I haven't had a chance to check that out yet, but that is something you can check out when we are done here. Where is sneak peek? Well, for one thing, it would help if I pulled from the correct year. Hello, the Trek reviewer, and hello, everybody else who came in. Hey, it's Peg Warmers. Hello, Peg Warmers. Peg Warmers has a great show. There he is. All right, I found sneak peek. I will be reading that. But first, I was doing some housekeeping. Housekeeping? You want fresh towel? So Timmer has a video. Codename New2Vera2 has a video. I would like to say good luck to Byron and Zartan. Thank you, Ryan. I'm grabbing Zartan right now. So we got some file cards to read. Hello. Yes, Professor Grandpa. Hello, Comic Tropes and John Williams. And JB and a bunch of numbers. And the Killer Weezer wants Hootie788 file card or Shockwave. So let me grab Shockwave. We got Byron has. I don't want to divulge too much personal information, but Byron has had some medical stuff that he's had to take care of, and so get well soon, Byron. And finally, the last bit of housekeeping. I would like to remind everybody of the GoFundMe. We are very close to getting to Joefest. I would like to go and see everyone. I would also like to take care of a few things that we like to do at Joefest, which is that should be the big announcement and launching of Cobra Convergence, which will begin in July, so I should have something special ready for that. So if you would like to help with the GoFundMe, the link will be in the description of this video. I think we're done with housekeeping. So I had a thought. Hello, Victor, and hello, Corps Commander Cody, and Riptide O'Leary wants Beachhead. So for the most recent video, which was Monster Blaster, there was no final card. It's just a figure with, or I'm sorry, it was just a vehicle with no figure. Now, I did show a file card. I showed Clutch's file card. But Clutch was not the subject of the review, so I did not read Clutch's file card. So I was thinking, like, I haven't looked at file cards for a little bit. So the next couple of videos, the main reviews, will be actual, that doesn't go there. Hold on, I got some things misallocated here. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Let's see. Yeah, I got the right year. I just gotta find. Hang on, I'm finding Beachhead. So my thought was, I've got this, which is my big, giant tray of file cards. You know, I've got them like sorted by year. They're sorted by year, but unfortunately they are not otherwise sorted. Hello, Dale Santaford and Dave C. straight from the pit. Hello, how do you do? Yeah, I just got to find Beachhead. So I thought, okay, I haven't looked at file cards for a little while. You know, today I had a chance to actually dig into a file cards. See, this is... I've got some 1985s in my 1986 stack. That doesn't work, guys. That doesn't work. Hold on. I'm going to have to resort all of these. No wonder I can't find anything. Hello, Chewing Bubblegum. Hold on. Let me grab these and then ripcord, please. Okay. Let's see. This, you know, I had this. This was all gonna go much smoother than this. Thank you, Beta Ray Bob. There's Beachhead, right on front. Okay. So let's. What I thought I'd do for funsies is do dramatic readings of file cards. So let me try to put these in order. We had sneak peek first. So let's read a sneak peek file card. This is Owen King. This is Stephen King Jr. Wild Trek Reviewer had both the Monster Blaster and the OG OPC. Hello, Rob Irizarry. And Cyclonus, how do you do? So let's read this. It says, Sneak Peek is a legend in the Ranger Recon battalions. They tell of one mission where his control unit got overrun. In the ensuing confusion, Sneak Peek was never recalled. He stayed put, observing enemy activity, taking notes, and sketching maps for 2 weeks. Altitude, no problem. Hold on. I am almost certain that I have altitude. Let's see. So he was overrun. He stayed sketching maps for 2 weeks until somebody remembered he was out there and sent him a signal to return. He is, of course, Ranger qualified and proficient in all NATO night vision devices. So they basically forgot to tell him to come home. So did nobody notice that Sneak Peek was missing? They got back to the base and they were like, wasn't there a guy? Does anybody remember a guy that was here? I seem to remember we had a guy. Hold on, let me find. I know I have altitude. Well, okay, I shouldn't say I know. I'm pretty sure I have altitude. I may look up altitude for you. No problem. Not a problem. What? And then we have, I'm going to have to read fast. You guys are doing file cards faster than I thought. And Firefly version 1. Firefly. Oh, it's right here. Right here. This says, patience, endurance, and guts is what Sneak Peek has plenty of. He's got the patience to creep inch by inch into enemy territory, carefully bending back every branch and twig in his way, and just as carefully replacing them. He's got the endurance to sit motionless in cramped cover for days on end, waiting for the bad guys to show up. And when they do, he's got the guts to stick around and watch. So that is Sneak Peek. The guy everybody kind of just forgot to tell that the mission was over. That's really nice. So I've got two Zartan file cards. I'll read the first one because this one has more text. Zartan. I'll try to read it in Zartan's voice. Zartan can alter his skin color at will to blend in with his environment. He's a mutant, basically. Zartan is a mutant. Hey, somebody put black marker on the back of this card. Did I notice that before? Yeah, anyway. Hello, Heavy Load and Bob's Dungeon. And anybody else who came in, hello, Yojo OC. And Eric Gullinger. And I think I said hello to Matt, but if not, hello again. He's a mutant. He's got mutant powers. Let's be truthful here. Yeah, sometimes he uses holographic technology, but that doesn't make you alter your skin color at will. He's got magical powers. He also is a master of makeup and disguise, a ventriloquist. I'd like to see his dummy. A linguist, over 20 languages and dialects, an acrobatic contortionist. So he's a circus performer and a practitioner of several mystic martial arts. Which essentially, he's a ninja. Everybody in G.I. Joe is a ninja. Breaker is a ninja, probably. Very little is known about his background and origins, but most security agencies agree he must have had European Military Academy training, probably St. Cyr. Psychological profile. Gaz says Shockwave. We have Shockwave right here, so we've got Shockwave in the queue. Psychological profile: extreme paranoid schizophrenic, grows into various multiple personalities to such an extent that the original personality becomes buried and forgotten. That's the text that they excised from that. And the schizophrenia does not work that way. That's not what that is. But anyway, that's Zartan the famous. And Chad wants the 86 Cobra bat. I just happen to have that right here. I got a full card back on that one. Let's move on to Shockwave. This is gonna be more reading than I thought, but hey, maybe next time we can do story time. So I'll do even more reading. So Shockwave, we've got the SWAT specialist Shockwave here. There's the other side of the card. His name is Jason Faria. Primary specialty is special weapons and tactics, or SWAT. Secondary military specialty is choir. So when he kicks down the door, he goes, oh! He's from Dearborn, Michigan, and his grade is E4. This says Shockwave was the youngest member of the Detroit Police Department SWAT team and the holder of 2 citations for bravery when he signed up for and was accepted by the Joe team. When asked why he left a promising career to work longer hours for less money, kicking down doors on better armed adversaries, Shockwave says, "What, do you think I do this for the money? I do it to shoot people." Everyone on a SWAT team has a specific job, like in a choir. Choirs have tenors, baritones, altos, etc. SWAT teams have sharpshooters, climbers, and inside men. Shockwave is the door kicker. He's the first inside and the first to find out how bad it really is. He's also a half-decent tenor when his voice is in shape. His voice is not in shape. It's all the bourbon and cigars. You can't sing anymore. It's a little rough right now. So we've got Beachhead next. Somebody asked for Beachhead. This is, so Beachhead is Wayne Sneeden. Primary military specialty is infantry. Secondary is small arms armorer. He's from Auburn, Alabama. Alabama, sir. It says, Beachhead was a lane instructor at the Ranger School at Fort Benning and an observer/advisor at the Covert Ops School in Central America. He's meticulous, patient, and strong-willed. He likes getting up at 0500 hours to take a 10-mile run and PT, in parentheses, physical training, session before breakfast. He enjoys squatting motionless behind a jungle trail for 3 days straight, waiting to ambush bad guys that might never show up. What he hates is people who aren't interested in doing their best. Qualified expert, all NATO and Warsaw Pact small arms. This quote says, most folks will get mad on occasion and get irritable. Not Beachhead. He thinks anger is a waste of time and energy. Rage clouds the vision and pollutes logic. Fury impairs judgment and makes you careless. The results of anger are totally unacceptable to Beachhead. He doesn't get angry, he gets even. He's not mad. He will just kill you. Not angrily. Not in anger. But you piss him off, he's not going to get angry. He's just going to shoot you, and then problem solved, right? Let's read now the Obra Saboteur Firefly. I got it's clipped off a little bit. So Firefly, the Obra Saboteur, has also got like a Kool-Aid stain on it there. Unless that's a is that a bloody fingerprint? Is that what that is? Is that a bloody fingerprint? I'm not sure. So this is his codename, his file name is classified. Wow, I can't. His file name is classified, but in fact, we know his file name. His file name is Rufus T. Firefly. His numerous military specialties include sabotage, demolitions, and terror. He doesn't make other people terrified. He's terrified. He's kind of scared. He's a little skittish. His birthplace is also classified. Killer Weezer wants Blizzard or Bullhorn. Let me. I'll find. I think I have Bullhorn. And I think I have Blizzard too. I'll see if I can find it here. So let's see. No one knows what Firefly's real name is or what he looks like. Well, if you watch G.I. Joe Retaliation, you know what he looks like. No one knows. He's known by his work. Expert in all NATO and Warsaw Pact explosives and detonators, always places charges in the one place that affords maximum damage. There is no question about his infiltration skills since no one has ever reported seeing him enter or leave any target area. Even Cobra Commander doesn't know much about Firefly. His fees are paid into a numbered Swiss bank account and are always payable in advance. He makes no guarantees and gives no refunds. So he can you give him the money, it goes into an untraceable account, and, if he doesn't feel like working that day, he's like, I never guaranteed anything, no refunds. But presumably, he would have to produce some kind of results in order to keep working, right? So he can't actually take too many days off and not Cloudburst. Okay, hang on. All right, let me read. Chris from Comic Tropes requested Altitude, so I had to look up Altitude because it seems I'm sure I have the card, but I can't find it in my horribly disorganized file card bin here. So let's see. All right, let's do it this way. Thanks for bearing with me, folks. And I'll get you a Cloudburst as well. Here we go. That is not what I'm looking for. Gosh darn it. There we go. All right, here's Altitude. I got it. I'm just going to read it off of here. This is John Edward Jones. Primary specialty is Sky Patrol Recon Scout. If the cops checkpoint is Beachhead's son, shouldn't his name be Wayne R. Sneeden Jr. and not Wayne R. Sneeden III? That's a good point. Unless Beachhead is the second, and he just doesn't use the numeral after his name. I don't know. Maybe. So he's a sergeant major. He's a Californian from Cambria, California. Oh, and secondary military specialty is combat artist. He draws pretty pictures of the war zone. I used to do that when I was a kid. I'd just draw pictures of giant battles, people and things blowing up. Okay, this says, being a full-blooded Apache Indian and the son of a famous Hollywood stuntman, there's a hell of a combo. Altitude has a lot to live up to. He certainly does. Altitude was gifted with both a photographic memory and a talent for drawing. After his budding artistic career in the animation industry was shortened by the collapse of syndicated cartoon programming. Did that happen? Cobra Viper. Cobra Viper. Hold on, I got you. I get you, Cobra Viper. Thank you, Gaz. Let's see. So apparently the syndicated comic industry collapsed, and so that ruined. There's the Viper. Thank you, Gaz. So that ruined Homeboy's career here. Bradley, how about Steeler? Got a good deal on Steeler and Mobat for $100 yesterday. Yeah, that's pretty good. It said they're 83, but they're both 82. Pics show straight arm Steeler and thumbs. With thumbs, and 82 Mobat with no holes in the treads. Yes, that would be 82. That 100% is 82. And let me grab Steeler then. Tonight's going to be like more reading file cards than I expected. But I wanted to do this. I kind of there's Steeler. And thank you, Bradley. Oh yeah, and I was also looking for. Let's see. I have really got to organize this. This is a shambles. This is just shameful. Shame on me for not being organized. Okay. I don't want to miss anybody. So somebody said Cloudburst. So let me get to Cloudburst. I should have written this down. Why don't I write things down? Eel version 1. Everybody wants file cards, so let's do Eels version 1. So Eels version 1 will be in here. And since I'm not sure where Cloudburst is, let's do this. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make it happen. Now, where's Eels? I know I've got Eels, because Eels is one of my favorite figures and probably my favorite army builder. There's Eels. I found Eels. Okay, so we've got that in the queue. We're good. And let's see, 85. Okay, Cloudburst. I don't know that I've ever read Cloudburst's file card. This will be interesting. Let's check this out. Let's see what we can learn about Cloudburst. His name is Chuck Ram. I'm pretty sure that's his porn name. He is specialty is aeronautics, secondary specialty is infantry. He's from San Diego. San Diego is a very nice place. I like San Diego. Hello, Armor Magnus. Nice to see you. It says, not content with simply flying hang gliders, Cloudburst designed and built his own working prototypes as a teenager in San Diego. Later, after joining the Army, he was instrumental in development of ultra-stealth gliders for military recon and special troop insertion, and is currently on special assignment to the G.I. Joe team as the in-house glider specialist. Well, you need one of those. You gotta have... Hello, Jeffrey Ball. Thanks for joining. Hello, Occam's Razor. And this quote says, Cloudburst won't settle for almost or pretty good. He is consistently updating his gliders and redesigning his flight gear to cut down on drag and radar signature. He knows that his services will be called upon when all other methods or covert troop insertion are deemed impractical, and that can only happen in the situation if the situation is hairy to the max. Hairy to the max. I think his name should have been Harry. They should have gone with Harry. So hold on. There was bull. Somebody said bullhorn, or well, we can do bullhorn. I can't find. I'm trying to do the ones that I can't locate right now, because this is, like I said, I've got this is what I'm pulling from, and it looks more organized than it is, unfortunately. Here's bullhorn. So this is hello, Sergeant Slaughter's Slaughterhouse. Grunt left to become an engineer, so they needed a new glider operator. That's right. Grunt was the first G.I. Joe glider operator, and he went off to college or some crap like that. I don't know. He wanted an education or something. I don't know. Sounds kind of dumb to me, but whatever. I'm just kidding, education fans. You know, get an education. That's good. Learn to read and write. That's important. Be a thinker, not a stinker. Okay, here is Bullhorn, and all right, let's read Bullhorn. I know Bullhorn was in the queue, and then we've got these to go. Bullhorn. File name is Stephen A. Ferreria. Thank you. He is an intervention specialist. So you need one of those. Hello, Kason Nelson and Bubble Wrapped Memories. I don't know if I said hello to you, but hello. Secondary specialty is armor. He's from Providence, Rhode Island. So it's very possible that somebody from Hasbro wrote this file card. They did have a tendency to overrepresent Rhode Island in their birthplaces. When Larry Hama wasn't writing the file cards. Hello, Intergalactic Classics, and Jake, and I think I already said hello to Photo Viper, but hello in case I didn't. Okay. Bullhorn is an extremely calm individual. Me too. Possessing an open mind and compassionate personality, he's exactly the type of person needed to negotiate with wackos and fanatics who have an axe to grind with society. Well, I have an axe to grind with society. File cut of your choice, probably Stalker. Okay, thank you, Riptide O'Leary. Yeah, let's do Stalker. Why not? I read Stalker's file card for not too long ago episode of the show. But I do like that file card, so I'm going to grab it as soon as I... There. Okay, we got Stalker in the queue. Thank you, Riptide O'Leary. Hello. I think I said hello, Jamelyn Sparks, but hello in case I didn't. Do Bullhorn and Shockwave have the same last name? We just looked at Shockwave. Faria. So it's not the same. It's close. It's close. It's close to the same, but it's but Bullhorn is Ferreria and Shockwave is Faria. Ferreria. Close. Okay, so he's negotiating with wackos like me, because I've got an axe to grind with society. Of course, that same steely coolness also comes in handy when he is forced to take decisive action that requires an accurate and lethal delivery of firepower. Everyone is willing to talk to Bullhorn, and why shouldn't they be? He has the looks of a choir boy, and he's a good listener. This guy has more finesse than the slickest diplomat, using it to convince his adversaries that he actually cares about their problems. He doesn't really care. But, hey, you know what they say? Sincerity. Once you can fake that, that's when they discover the folly of messing with a former hand-to-hand combat instructor from Quantico, who is also a contender for the National Practical Pistol title. Well, that would be good to know. That should be in his specialties somewhere. I pulled Major Blood because he was in the wrong spot. I honestly did think that was a little more organized than it was. All right. Where are we now? Stalker is kind of in the back. I'm going to try to get back in order. Oh, the Cobra Bats. All right, somebody, we had the Cobra Bats. Let's read the Cobra Bats. I have the full file card. Thank you, Bubble Wrapped Memories. Honored to be the KB on your Patreon. Thank you, KB. I appreciate you letting me know that you are KB. So thank you for that. It's nice to connect the initials with the online handle, but I think you had mentioned that before. But thank you very much. Late to this party, but loving being here. I'm loving having you here. Thank you. Fake sincerity is how you many men stay married. That's true. Okay. Bullhorn now owns a used car lot. He'd probably be good at that too. There are some professions where fake sincerity will get you far. There are other professions where being a robot is essential. Copperhead, cool. Thank you, MCDJ ACDC. Let me grab Copperhead while I am reading the Cobra Bats, the Battle Android. That's some interesting artwork, isn't it? Now, that elbow right there, is that an awfully human-looking elbow? Not very robot-like? Okay. Cobra, Android Trooper. Bats are the perfect Cobra Troopers. They never question orders, complain about the chow, shirk duty, or surrender. They require no leave time, no sick pay, or benefits of any kind. And they are cheap and easy to replace. That is probably the most unrealistic thing about the bats. A robot this sophisticated would be ridiculously expensive and not easy to replace. Oh yeah, I'm looking in the wrong year. Good grief. Do I even know anything about G.I. Joe? I'm looking for Copperhead in the wrong year. I've heard of G.I. Joe. What is this G.I. Joe thing that I've heard about? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, but they don't need anything. They've got to be oiled. If you don't oil them, they freeze up like the Tin Man. So they need an oil can. On the other hand, bats do not react well to changes in field conditions, nor do they discriminate between targets. They will shoot at anything that moves, be it friend, foe, or animal. They have to shoot at the animals. That's rude. They also have an unfortunate tendency to burst into flame when hit from behind. I believe that's a reference to the Ford Pinto. That's the quote says, bats are dangerous to everyone. They'll shoot, bayonet, or kick anything in sight. Cobra infantrymen don't like to be on the same battlefield with bats. When a Cobra unit is losing a battle, they will dispense bats into the midst of the firefight in order to evacuate the area easily. That is the Cobra Bats. The Cobra Bats. Now that is a file card on a robot. It's a profile on something that has no personality. More like text specs. There's Copperhead. I found him. I found Copperhead. All right. So I knew I could do it. I knew, like, if I kept trying long enough, I would eventually, just through process of elimination, find... Oh, Tomax and Xamot. Okay, cool. I'm going to grab Tomax and Xamot, and then we are going to read the Cobra Eels. Wow, there we go. The Cobra Eels, one of my favorite army builders. And let me... Hold on. I thought I just saw Tomax and Xamot, so let me find him real quick. There it is. It's a twofer. It's one of the rare multiple characters on the same file card. How about that? Not the only one, though. Those like 1993 mail-away sets, like the Arctic Commandos and the International Action Force, that also had multiple characters on the same file card. Okay, so these are the ones that we got. These are the ones that we still have yet to read. So let's do that. Next up is the Cobra Frogmen, the codename Eels. And you'll notice that I think I think it was starting in 1986 that they started putting the code name in the bold letters and in the specialty in the smaller type. But by 1985, they were still doing the specialty in the bold and the code name underneath it. So what do we know about... the Eels file name is classified. Actually, it's multiple file names. It should say file name various. Hello, Wilkinson Studios and Bad Ape. Thank you for joining. And Tim Wan, hello. So my buddy and I always used the Bat file card as absolute lore, and if one was shot in the back, it would burst into flame and would not be used again during that play session. Yeah, because it's got that fuel tank that you hit it a certain way and it explodes. That's what. Yeah. So I think it implies, doesn't it, that the Cobra Bat is run by an internal combustion engine. It's got like a car engine in there. Maybe like it's too small to be a car engine. It's like it's probably like a lawnmower engine. Yeah, that's it. The Cobra Bat is run by a lawnmower engine. That's what all those parts are that you can see through the window. Hello, Uber Ulk. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Yes, Wilkinson, I really like the Cobra Eel. It's one of my favorites. Primary specialty underwater demolitions, secondary specialty marine engineering, birthplace various. See, birthplaces various countries, and file names should be various file names. Do you have either the Bio Viper, Monster Viper, Mega Viper, or Cyber Viper? I do not have those. I would be happy to look them up and read them if you wanted to, but I don't possess those actual file cards at this time. It is a gap in the collection that I hope to fill sometime in the near future. RoboCop versus Cobra Bats. Absolutely. Okay, we got Eels are the underwater demolition specialists of the Cobra Legions. They man and operate the Cobra Marine outposts disguised as offshore drilling rigs and augment the crews of larger Cobra naval vessels. Eels undergo a rigorous two-part training program in the warm, shark and pirate-infested waters of the Cayman Islands, in the Caribbean, and in the frigid, dark depths of the North Atlantic. Their training regimen includes marine structural engineering, explosive ordnance, underwater fighting techniques, and marine geology. That's pretty good skill set. That's not bad. Laura says, are you hoping for another live-action G.I. Joe movie? I am. It would be nice if they did one that was successful. I would still like to see G.I. Joe succeed in, the broader culture. There have been multiple attempts now. None of them have quite hit like we wanted them to. I would like for them to keep trying. I would. But again, hey, Hasbro, just give me a call. Give me a call. Or an email. My email is out there. I'll write it for you. I'll write it for free. I'll write it for you. It'll be good. Okay, all right, not for free. A nominal fee. Less than you will pay any Hollywood writer. I'll write the movie for you. I'll take care of you. Yeah, I got you. I got you on this. Just send me an email. Hasbro, send me an email. I'll work it out. Okay, we've got now Steeler. Named after the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are not in the Super Bowl. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, Super Bowl's coming up this Sunday. And as per usual, Timmer and I will probably be live chatting the Super Bowl. Or live tweeting. We'll live tweet the Super Bowl. So just pay attention to the Twitter for your minute-by-minute updates on the sports team game match thing. For those who are, if it's against your religion, it's fine, but you can skip that. But if American football is theologically permitted for you, then you keep up with the Twitter with me and the Timmer, and we'll live whatever the Super Bowl. I can't write the next film would make sense and be enjoyable. That would break G.I. Joe action community. Well, yes, that's potentially true, but nonetheless, I would really like to see a really good one. I would like to see a good one. I'll make it great. Spoiler, though. Small spoiler. It's revealed that Cobra Commander and Raptor are actually the same person. That's going to be that's my hook. That's my hook. Cobra Commander secretly is Raptor. It's a weird fetish he has. No shaming, though. It's a no shaming. No shaming. Okay, Intergalactic Classics. Pick Matt Tracker. If only doing the classic Star Brigade Cobra Commander. Do I have... I'm not sure I have Star Brigade Cobra Commander, but I'll look it up for you. Also, did the Joes leave a team member behind in an alternate universe? Yeah, in Worlds Without End, they actually left a couple behind. Didn't Duke stay behind and somebody else? Man, it's been a while since I've seen that episode. But yes, there were some Joes left behind. So they cannot say, we leave no man behind, because they left some guys behind. Cobra Commander. Yeah, I can spell real good. I know I have the figure, but I'm pretty sure I do not have the file card. I don't have a ton from 1994, actually. Let's see, I got Shadow Ninjas, Battle Corps. I've got some Aliens. And Ice Cream Soldier. Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking that up for you. Thank you, Vida Matt. How many file cards do you have in your collection? Here's $5 for it. Thank you for the donation for more file cards. I do need some more, as you can tell. I don't know exactly. I've never counted them. I have like this big file tray full of them. And I don't know exactly how much that is. This file tray... Oh, Law and Order. Cool. This file tray I found like at a resale shop. It's like this steel thing. It's really heavy and heavy duty. Like you could drop it off the top of a building and it would survive. And it's just the right size to keep both the cut file cards and the full card backs. So that's why I thought it would really be handy for file cards, is because I can keep all my file cards in there, including the full card backs. Where's Law and Order? Come on. Oh, for Pete's sake. Is this another one that I've misfiled? I have a real problem with that. I probably put it in the wrong year. Oh, no, it's right there. Duh. There we go. All right, there's Law and Order. I'm putting him in the queue. We have not... I kind of got distracted. I was coming up with brilliant ideas for the next G.I. Joe movie. Hasbro, call me. Let's get that trending on Twitter. Hashtag Hasbro call HCC788 to write your next movie. I'm sure they'll be all over that. They'll be appreciative. They'll be glad to do it, I'm sure. Okay, so Tank Commander, codename Steeler, file name... is Ralph Pulaski. Primary specialty armor, secondary specialty artillery transportation, birthplace Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Grade is 01, so he is an officer. He's one of the few officers in the first wave of G.I. Joe. This says Steeler comes from a blue-collar, middle-class... wow, I can't talk. Middle-class background. Everybody, please take a minute to subscribe to What's On... Yes, thank you, Josiah. Yes, please subscribe to What's On Joe Mind if you haven't already. They're getting very close to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, Roland Red. File card for Hardball, I am almost certain that I do. Hold on. In fact, I thought I had the full... I got the full card back. I'm putting it in the queue. I'm putting in the queue. Okay, back on... Steeler, okay, I already read that part. He put himself through college on an ROTC scholarship and work as a heavy equipment operator, familiar with and proficient with all NATO and Warsaw Pact AFVs, armored fighting vehicles. Graduated armor school, top of class special training cadre ex-AFV project, artillery school, AFV. They don't actually say what AFV stands for here. That would be helpful. AFV Desert Exercise Covert Ops School Qualified Expert, M16, M1911A1, MAC-10, and Uzi. And the very short, very brief quote that it has on here is, young, restless. He's the young and the restless, so he's into soap operas. Often clashes with authority, superior, in parentheses, superior officers, but he's one tough soldier. That's really what you want in your soldier is somebody who clashes with authority. The armed services, that's cool, right? They encourage, dissent and discussion, and yeah. Yes, that's true, MCDJ, CDC. Joburg is also very close to 10,000 subscribers. And yes, and Comic Tropes, yes, I think I would be the most subscribed G.I. Joe Focus channel if I hit 16,000 subscribers. Hello, JoeFan84. For a second, I thought you were JoeFan82, whom we haven't seen for a little while. But that's okay. I'm still happy to have you here, JoeFan84. And if JoeFan82 decides to show up, we'd be happy to have him here as well. Do I have Wild Bill as the Locust Chopper pilot? I think he would make sense as a pilot. I don't think there was a Wild Bill figure that came out the same year. I think there was a Wild Bill figure that came out the following year. But in the comic book, I'm pretty sure they had Wild Bill piloted. So we're on to the Viper now. The famous Cobra Viper who has both a visor and goggles. I can't not point that out, right? That's just something that... oh, Daredevil. Do I have Daredevil? Hold on, I gotta check to see if I have Daredevil. Hold on. Oh, wait, I'll write it down. Hold on. Daredevil. Let me get through this, and thank you, Killer Weezer, much appreciated. Shabam. This says Viper Cobra Infantry. Vipers are the backbone of the Cobra legions. They are highly motivated, superbly trained, and formidably equipped. They can't hit the broadside of a barn, though. Their aim has not improved. That's the one thing they're not highly trained in. All Vipers are issued a combination assault rifle, grenade launcher, the rifle part of which can function as a short burst assault rifle, a sustained fire cover support weapon, or a long-range sniper rifle with an advanced light intensification night vision telescopic sight with a built-in rangefinder, and it slices, it dices, it makes julienne fries, multi-layer body armor, and wraparound acrylic composite helmets with built-in RTO gear standard issue. So this paragraph is almost entirely about the equipment. Victor says he has the armor bot in the collection. That's awesome. I have an incomplete armor bot. That is one that I keep looking at to complete eventually, but I haven't quite pulled the trigger on that. Yeah, that's okay. We're very happy to have you here, JoeFan82. You don't have to be JoeFan or JoeFan84. See, I did the thing. Thank you for being here, JoeFan84. You do not have to be JoeFan82. You just have to be yourself. Just be yourself. We're happy to have you. Okay, so we got one more paragraph for the Vipers. This says, if you want to get anywhere in Cobra, you have to start out as a Viper. That's the bottom of the pyramid. And so Cobra is a pyramid scheme. So this is how you get started. Crimson Guard Immortal. I'm pretty sure I do have that. Let's see. That Crimson Guard Immortal was... Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can... Oh, it's right there. Yeah. Yeah, Crimson Guard Immortal. I got it. All right. And thank you, V-Dub. Also have the plans to go buy and review any of the Valaverse action figures. If that is something that I've been asked about a couple of times, I would like to... but I have, my budget is such that I have to be very selective at what I get right now. So hopefully that'll change in the future and I can get more stuff. I did, oh, it's right here. I did look at the Sergeant Slaughter, which I have, The light's kind of glaring, but I did Sergeant Slaughter. If I do any more, it'll have to be, I have to see what fits in the budget. Let's see. Cobra is a pyramid scheme. Cobra Infantry, small price to pay to gain access to the glittering prizes at the top. The glittering prizes, like a brand new car. Hello, JLS Comics. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Cobra doesn't reward success with parades and medals. They offer material wealth, power, and an outlet for the terrible urges, the sinister sexual urges, I'm taking it, that drive the greedy, envious, and the cruel. If that doesn't make a Cobra Viper a dangerous opponent, nothing does. So, to be a Viper, you have to be a pervert. So, that gives you some idea of what kind of organization Cobra is right there. I disapprove of that kind of thing. I wag my finger. Okay, we're up to Stalker. We're up to Stalker. Hello, Arthur Fisher. Let's look at Stalker. Lorenzo Wilkinson. Primary specialty is infantry. Secondary specialty is interpreter. A skill that he did not use very much in the comic book series or elsewhere. He's from Detroit. So, yeah, probably a Lions fan. Hey, maybe that's why he left. It's not because of the street gangs. He was just ashamed of the Lions, and he wanted to get out of town. Join the army, see the world. Hello, United States Navy Roblox. Thank you for joining. And Rayzoner. What gang was he from? He was from the Get Along gang. Anybody remember the Get Along gang? That was what he was. Surprised that despite the name, the Get Along game is much more vicious than you would expect. Stalker was a warlord of a large urban street gang prior to enlistment, fluent in Spanish, Arabic, French, and Swahili, which he picked up in the Get Along gang. Very rigorous recruitment requirements for that gang. Graduated top of class basic combat training, advanced infantry training, top of class, special training, U.S. Army language school, intelligence school, qualified expert, M14, M16, M1911A1 auto pistol, M3A1 grease gun, M32 pulverizer, submachine gun. This paragraph here, it says, functions well under high stress situations, intelligent, perceptive, moves like some sort of jungle cat, silent, fast, strong. Like, wasn't that Buffrin? So he'll also cure your headaches. Hello, Bad Ape. I don't know if I think I said hello to Bad Ape, but hello again. Did you review? You did a review on Barricade and introduced Captain Power. I remember seeing it when I was little, but didn't know what it was. Now have a Captain Power and pilot figures. I tell you, I really shouldn't be collecting anything outside of G.I. Joe right now, just for budgetary reasons. I've been awfully tempted, though, to get some more Captain Power. That is a very intriguing set of toys. That's a very intriguing line, is the Captain Power. Well, like I said, I should. Let's look at Copperhead. The often forgotten Copperhead. People forget about him. And a guy dressed like that, how can you forget about a guy like that? Okay, we've got, it says, file name is classified. File name is classified. His birthplace is unknown. His military specialty, it doesn't say primary military specialty. He's only got one military specialty, and that is air driver, swamp vehicle operator. So, very specific. He can drive the boat. That's all he can do. That's all he knows how to do. And this says, it is presumed that Copperhead is native or otherwise intimately familiar with the Florida Everglades. Intelligence sources venture a guess that he raced speedboats in high-stakes races in Monaco and Japan. His major weakness is gambling. Odds are that he got started by placing bets on his own races. Apparently, he compounded his folly by selling his services to Cobra in hopes of paying off his bookies. He bet on his own races and then lost. Did he bet that he would win and then he lost? He's an idiot. Oh, hold on. Wait, no, worse. All right, this guy, we think that he's not super bright. Did he bet that he would lose, and then he still won? I'll bet that's what happened. Copperhead, I think your helmet is on a little too tight. Loosen that helmet. Yeah. Oh, and I think Ped Warmer said something about, I missed it, but something about Copperhead and Wild Weasel being army builders. You could definitely use them as army builders. One more time, let's get What's on Joe Mind. Thank you, Josiah. Get What's on Joe Mind over the 1,000 goal with subscribers and check out the Friday live stream. Absolutely. I am a big fan of What's on Joe Mind. I think it's a great show. It's been a great show for a long time. If you want a lot of G.I. Joe history, check out What's on Joe Mind. Check out their back catalog, which is huge and goes back more than 10 years now. And check out their live stream every Friday. I never miss it. So thank you, Josiah. I am subscribed, and I hope that they can get over the 1,000 mark very soon. Okay, this says, Gung Ho says, sure, I know the type. They're all around the Gulf Coast. Trash. Drifters. That's rude. They can drive a swamp buggy like the devil himself, rebuild a V8 with a coat hanger and spit, fight all night and raise Cain till the cock crows, and they got a heart full of gimme and a mouth full of much obliged. So, yeah, we think that Copperhead is not the brightest, and I'm adding this. Okay, I'm adding this to camp. This is going to be in my movie, all right? When Hasbro calls for me to write the next G.I. Joe movie, one of the B plot is going to be about Copperhead placing bets on his own races, but he bets that he's going to lose and then wins anyway because he's an idiot. Okay, we are up to the Crimson Guard commanders Tomax and Xamot. There we go. This file card always kind of fascinated me just because it's a twofer. And I think this is the first time they did a twofer. Anyone ask for version 1 Snow Serpent yet? No, not. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Let me grab Snow Serpent here real quick. I got a little bit of a story about Snow Serpent that I did not include in the review. Where are you, Snow? Well, I'm looking in the wrong year. Good grief. All right, come on, Snow Serpents. I'll read Crimson Guard as I'm looking for Snow Serpent. Its file names are classified, but their file names are Tomax and Xamot. There. Okay, I found Snow Serpent. That's one of them. Despite them being brothers, one of their last name is Max, and the other's last name is Mott. I don't know how that works. I have to check their birth certificates. Specialty, infiltration, espionage, sabotage, propaganda, and corporate law. Look, I've taken a corporate law course, and you probably do have to be pretty evil to have that as a specialty. It says, and a birthplace, an island in the Mediterranean. I think we determined that this was referring to Corsica, is my recollection. There was a movie where Chevy Chase was a gambling doctor who said he lost on a bet on who would win Rocky 3. That is funny. That's good. Chevy Chase, he's done a couple of good things. So, all right, this first paragraph is mostly about the gimmick, right? Spell out the name Tomax in capitals and hold it up to a mirror. It reads Xamot, which conversely also works if you do that with Xamot. The same holds true for the actual brothers. Each is a mirror image. Each is a mirror image of the other, except for a scar on Xamot's face. Both twins served with the Foreign Legion Paras in Algeria before the officers' push. They honed their mercenary skills in the bush wars of Africa and South America. They were too smart to be soldiers forever. Went to Zurich and became bankers. Hello, Cujo. How you doing? And hello, Ivan. Thanks for joining. And anybody else who snuck in, hello, Robert Long. I already said hello, GLS Comics, but hello again. Corporate laser artillery weapon. Yes, that kind of corporate law. Yes, thank you. Spies Like Us and Three Amigos. Yeah, those classics. You know, the classics. Spies Like Us, The Three Amigos. You know, the great Hollywood films. This paragraph. This is long. They quickly found the ins and outs of international finance to be too haphazard for their tastes. They preferred a situation they could control. Cobra was willing to give them access to that control. Now they command legions, but their legions wear three-piece suits and fight their battles in executive boardrooms. These, then, are the most fearsome of the Cobra adversaries. They don't fight with steel and claw, backed with muscle and honest sweat. Now, I'm talking about honest sweat. Sometimes they have dishonest sweat, but not honest sweat. They chase you with paper, wound you with your own laws, and kill you with the money you loaned them. So yes, they are the financiers of Cobra with dishonest sweat. I'm just going to call that, I'm going to call it what it is. That sweat is dishonest, not honest sweat. Okay, I believe we are up to, if I do this in order. Oh, wait, somebody asked for Daredevil, and I don't think I have, well, I may have Daredevil. Oh, I think I have Daredevil file card with the figure. Well, okay, but that's over there, so I'm just gonna, I'm looking at, oh, and somebody, okay, I see I'm getting out of turn. Somebody asked for Star Brigade Cobra Commander, and I have not done that one yet. So Star Brigade Cobra Commander has a file card, but it's like the baseball card size file cards, the ones they came out with in 1994. So this one's a relatively short one. Unfortunately, it is also in hot pink. Woof. Supreme Commander of the Cobra Legion's Cobra Commander is the ultimate enemy of G.I. Joe, although no one knows his true identity. His true identity is Chevy Chase. It's common knowledge that he's the most diabolical villain imaginable because he has failed so far in his plans to take over the Earth, thanks to, of course, to the courage, skill, and firepower of G.I. Joe forces. Cobra Commander is heading into space to set up battle stations on the moon and strengthen his troops. G.I. Joe's Star Brigade must stop him before he gains power or risk destruction of Earth, space, and the entire human race. So he cannot conquer Earth, so he's going to the moon. He's going to set up a base on the moon, he's going to live there, and he's going to be like glaring at us. He's going to be glaring at the Earth, and he's like, you should have given in. See what happened? Now I'm on the moon. That's real. Oh yeah, Daredevil. Hold on. Let me do Daredevil, and then I think the next one is Law. Yeah, the fridge file card. I thought it would have been really cool if somehow the fridge could have come to JoeCon or Joefest. I think that would have been great. But unfortunately, the fridge is not. Raise your 2 for with a 3 for the Renegades. I have the Renegades. I have the Renegades right here. And thank you, the Killer Weezer. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm putting the Renegades in there. I know it's 8 o'clock, but like I've got more file cards to go through, so I'm gonna go through these before we wrap up. All right, here's Daredevil. Let's read Daredevil. Somebody asked for that. Okay. Cobra Daredevil. I can't talk. I can't say it, but I'll try to read it. Cobra Daredevil. Acrobatic Aerial Assault Trooper. This is one of those file cards that has like the quote at the top. It says, "Never fight in the open when you can ambush from cover. Never ambush from cover when you can set a well-hidden explosive booby trap." It's good. Actually, that's wise. That's smart. Daredevil is smart. This paragraph says, Cobra Daredevils are the front-line stealth assault air commandos of the Cobra Legions. Highly trained in unorthodox combat styles, unorthodox combat styles like rock, paper, scissors, and plain dirty fighting. Kicking you in the nuts. They train on that every day, kicking you in the nuts. Their mission is to penetrate deep behind G.I. Joe lines to wreak havoc amid the support units and supply lines. Lightly armed to save weight and increase their gliding range, Daredevils are expected to procure heavier weapons and ammunition from anybody they can sneak up behind and overcome. These guys receive a cursory 3-day glider training course, just enough to enable them to get to their targets. So they're not just because you love Cobra la 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 la. Cobra la 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, alright, okay, I got you. And don't forget, I haven't forgot about the Snow Serpent. So yeah, they're kind of disposable, which is too bad because their quote there was pretty smart. I don't disagree with their quote. Let's read law. Let's read law. You ready for law? Law. So this is Law and Order. It says that Law's file name is Christopher M. Levine. It doesn't say what Order's real name is. I guess Order's real name is Order. Oh, cool. That's cool, Ivan. That's good to know. Okay, this says Law and Order walked a beat in Houston's 5th Ward for 2 years before Law decided there must be a more fulfilling way to be a cop. So he and his canine order enlisted for the MPs. Law is a trained dog handler with a natural affinity for animals. He is also airborne qualified. So they let you bring your own dog? That's new. I didn't know that. Yes, a Judge Dredd. Thank you for recognizing the Judge Dredd impression. That's at least somebody recognized it. That's a weird movie. That Judge Dredd movie, that Stallone Judge Dredd, that was something. All right, continuing on with Law. I'll try to show you the beautiful card art there. With Law or Order just coming right at you there. It says MPs are responsible for the security of an installation. That may sound like a cushy job if all they are guarding is a garrison full of clerks, cooks, and accountants, but it's another matter altogether when they're acting as the defensive line for an elite unit like the Joes. The bad guys are going to send in the best they have, and that's not good enough to get past Law and Order. You don't want to mess with him and that dog of his. Chew your leg right off, he will. After that, you'll still have to deal with the dog. So yeah, Law will chew your leg off, and then Order will chew your other leg off. So so his job would be easy if he only were guarding like a base full of clerks. But since he's guarding an elite military unit like G.I. Joe, you know how helpless they are. So they've got to have somebody good to, patrol and whatnot. Joefest says the newer Dredd movie wasn't that bad. I've heard that, but I haven't actually seen it yet. Mishako, thanks for your video. I can't think of Cobra Law now without also thinking about those special beads for adults. Yes, that's we'll keep that on the download. But yeah, I get you. So where were I think we were at Hardball. So let's read Hardball. Yeah, just before the Super Bowl, let's read a baseball themed file card. So codename Hardball, multi-shot grenadier. Real name is Wilmer Duggleby. Primary military specialty infantry, secondary military specialty special services. His birthplace is Cooperstown, New York. That's where the Baseball Hall of Fame is, right? Is it Cooperstown? The first paragraph says, after 5 years of playing center field in the minor leagues, Hardball came to the realization that the big league scouts just weren't interested in athletic prowess. Who's interested in athletic prowess? He was just too good. The Joe team was more interested in team players than in stars. Oh, yeah, sorry. They wanted star quality. Yeah, well, athletic prowess is one way to get star quality, but, whatever. He's not bitter. He's not bitter, and that's the important thing. So the Joes wanted team players. They had a real need for a guy who could judge distances accurately and react quickly with deliberation. Grenade launchers are fitted with adjustable graduated sights calibrated in 25-meter increments. In a firefight, nobody wants to start readjusting sights, especially the Blooper Man. The Blooper Man. Why couldn't his name have been the Blooper Man? All right, new code name suggestion for Hardball, Blooper Man. That's going to be in my movie. That's going to be in the G.I. Joe movie that I write. It's going to be... In fact, that'll be the subtitle. It'll be G.I. Joe, Blooper Man. Let's see, the Blooper Man. Hardball can drop a 40-millimeter frag into a bucket from 75 meters simply by eyeballing it. The man's a natural. Who was in that movie, The Natural? Was that Robert Redford? Am I misremembering that? Anyway, so there's Hardball the Goat. There you go. So there's Hardball. Next is our friends here. Our friend the Crimson Guard Immortal. The Blooper Man. See, somebody else thinks the Blooper Man sounds good. I think this is genius. This is box office gold, Hasbro. Let's get it going. Okay. All right, so Crimson Guard Immortal. Let me see. This one's got the file. Actually, no. This does not have the flag point cut out. Somebody cut out the barcode. What they cut out the barcode for, but not the flag point. So you want the barcode? That's cool. So you cut that out. But why not also cut out the flag point? So you want the barcode, but not the flag point? I don't know. But anyway, there's the artwork. There's the artwork. Joe Fan says got Hardball in his RPV. I think he was on the box art for the RPV, wasn't he? Who else had a baseball uniform? I don't recall right off. Several characters had football uniforms. Okay, so Crimson Guard Immortal, Cobra Elite Trooper, vehicle proficiency, Cobra Grade 8, whatever that means. Hey, you can kind of... Here, I think you can kind of, there's a window cut in, so you can kind of see my face here. Okay. Where was I? Crimson Guard Immortals are fanatical super soldiers who swear a fearsome oath of absolute obedience to Cobra Commander. Advanced weapons systems, marksmen, and martial arts experts, they are the most formidable fighters of the Cobra Legions. A CG, when not serving as a personal bodyguard for the head snake, is involved in covert operations around the country under deep cover, assuming the apparently normal occupation, and frequently running for public office. Thank you, Bubble Wrap Memories. Sorry, stepped away for a beer run, and I missed this one. Can you read both of the Zartan cards? Yeah, I got the Zartan cards. We'll go over Zartan again. Actually, there's really only a need to read one, because this one is the same as this one. It's just missing a piece. So effectively, if I read this one, it's like reading both. So I'll put that back in the rotation. We'll read Zartan again. To finish out the Crimson Guard Immortals, this says, the Immortals are lawyers or accountants who pump iron. And Lord knows regular lawyers and accountants never pump iron. I never lift anything more heavy than my cell phone. Anything heavier than that, it's a no-go. Let's see. And carry big guns. What they can't get by stomping and shooting, they get by suing and auditing. So, yeah. Once again, some white-collar criminals with the Crimson Guard Immortals. And let's move on to the Snow Serpent. I'm going to try to get through all these before we finish. I know we're over time, but I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. But I appreciate all of the super chats. Even if you cannot do a super chat, I still appreciate you being here, and I'm happy to have you here. For those who are unaware, I am doing this channel as my primary income right now, so all of the help that you can give is important. But if you cannot help in any specific way, just watching the videos and just being here, that is sufficient, and I'm really glad to have you here. So thank you to everyone. It is time to read the Snow Serpent file card. So are you ready for this? You ready for this? Cobra Polar Assault, codename Snow Serpent, file name classified, that should be file name various, but whatever. Primary military specialty Arctic operations, secondary military specialty infantry, birthplace various countries. Again, yeah, that's correct. Probably came from all around the world, various countries. Bubble Wrap Memories says Snow Serpent was my favorite. Yeah, Snow Serpent is really good. Not necessarily my favorite, but really high up there as far as Cobra Troopers, though. The Snow Serpent, and it's a really great figure, too. Oh, yeah, I had a story about the Snow Serpents. I'll tell a story about the Snow Serpents after I read the card. Okay. Snow Serpents are the Arctic specialist branch of the Eels. So you have to be a Cobra Eel first to become a Snow Serpent. They must undergo the same rigorous training program as the Eels, with the addition of a 6-month cold weather course somewhere in the Arctic Circle. Just anywhere in the Arctic Circle. Other aspects of their training include airborne operations under Arctic conditions, anti-tank procedures, and the use of snowshoes, skis, and kayaks. All right, so yeah, snow stuff. If the Eels are the elite of Cobra's naval branch, the Snow Serpents are the best of the best. They're the best of the best of the best. The cream of the crop, if you will. How else could you characterize an individual who would parachute into an ice floe in sub-zero temperatures and then be prepared to march 50 miles with full field pack assault rifle and anti-tank weapon? Okay, so quick story about the Snow Serpents. A few years ago, there was a G.I. Joe collector who was hoarding Snow Serpents. Like, literally hoarding them. And he apparently collected, like, thousands of them. The purpose for doing this is not entirely clear. He posted on the yojo.com forum about his hoarding of Snow Serpents. And for a while, I don't think it's true now, but for a while, if you were to go on eBay, for example, and look at any auction for a Snow Serpent, and look at, like, the top bidder, it would be the same guy as the top bidder on every eBay auction for a Snow Serpent. The guy was buying them by the thousands. Apparently, he had the disposable income to buy thousands of Snow Serpents. I don't think that's true now. I don't think this person is still doing it, but that is a thing that happened. And I don't know what he did with them. I don't know what you do with thousands of Snow Serpents. Yes, so if you were wanting a Snow Serpent, you had to outbid this guy, right, on eBay, or like get a buy it now and like snag it. But he wasn't only doing that on eBay. He said that he had people like out at the toy shops, buying Snow Serpents there too. I don't know. That's it's extreme army building. Yes, a file name classified. Yes, they are not one character. But for instance, let me find an example here. Actually, I got. Let's see. So like, there are other ways that you can do that though. For instance, like this Cobra officer has like file name unknown. So there are different ways that you can kind of denote that you're not talking about an individual here. Hello, John Carling. Thanks for showing up. A great artist, John Carling, does excellent artwork. Nice to see you there. So we've got a 3-fer. Somebody asked for a 3-fer, and I think this is it. So I've got 3 here. I've got 3 here, and I think and then I'm rereading the Zartan file card, and I think that's going to be it, because it is a few minutes after 8, and I'm getting tired, and my voice is going to give out. So so I'm going to cut it off here, and we're going to read these, and then we will call a night. But I will say my deepest thanks to everyone who participated. This has been more fun than I expected. We've explored the file cards. So this is the Sergeant Slaughter's Renegades, and it's 3 file cards on 1 card back. So I will go through all of these. It's been a really long time since I've read these file cards, so it'll be like new. It'll be like new. So the first one is Mercer. Mercer. There's the artwork on the front. So the first one is Mercer. File name is Felix P. Staten. Primary specialty, small arms armorer. He doesn't have a secondary specialty, apparently. Birthplace is Spencer, West Virginia. His grade, and actually says pay grade here, is E5. That's a little different. Okay, first paragraph. And it's 3 paragraphs. Good grief. Okay. Have you checked out the Toy Museum in Branson, Missouri yet? Not yet, actually, but thank you for mentioning that. I would like to do a bit more traveling and hit a couple of toy museums. I did go to the one that was that's in Paul's Valley in Oklahoma, but I know there are other toy museums I would like to check out. Thank you for reminding me of that. Okay, so reading Mercer's file card. I'm trying to do this so you can see the artwork as I'm reading here. The Renegades don't answer to anyone but themselves, in true military fashion, right? They don't officially exist. They can function with very little restraint, but if they are compromised, they are on their own. Mercer was the only Cobra Viper that ever defected to the Joes and survived. Do the Joes kill all Vipers that defected? Are they revealing a like G.I. Joe war crimes here? What the Hades is going on here? He had joined Cobra for the adventure and the promise of material gain, but soon grew dissatisfied with the Cobra philosophy. He escaped Cobra Island by hot-wiring a hydrofoil and outrunning his pursuers across the Gulf of Mexico. Mercer is proficient with all Cobra small arms and explosive devices. This quote says, Mercer found his true home with the Renegades. He gets 3 meals a day, a warm place to sleep, and a chance to shoot Cobras. Well, you get 2 of those 3 things in jail, right? If you go to jail, you will at least get, food and shelter. So, you don't get the chance to shoot Cobras. They frown on that. That's not allowed. But, so this is... Much has been said about Mercer. He's a defector from Cobra, and that's good. You want people to you'd rather the enemy just give up, right? You'd rather the enemy just quit, surrender. I'll be on your side now. That's fine. The problem is you can't make him part of your team, though. You can't it's good that he's not Cobra anymore. But do you want this former Cobra guy who says he's changed his mind to now be on your team? And this guy's supposed to have your back. I don't know. I would question that. But let's go ahead and read Taurus. Taurus is a completely, reasonable looking person here with a completely sane beard. His name is Verusian. I can't read that. That's not even a word. That is a collection of random letters. That's lying about that guy's name. That's a typo. All right, so file name is a typo. Primary specialty is demolitions. Birthplace is Istanbul. Pay grade is E5. This says Renegades aren't... I'm sorry, that's supposed to show the artwork. Renegades aren't carried on the rosters of any existing military unit. There is no computer access to their dossiers, and they are paid through a special fund earmarked for Pentagon pest control. Is this like a... This is like the Iran-Contra deal all over again, isn't it? This is probably that is probably a crime, but let's move on. So we've hinted at multiple G.I. Joe criminal offenses here, but maybe they will be redeemed here. Let's go. Let's see. This gives the Renegades the freedom of operation that the Joes can't match. It also means the government can deny anything if they're caught. Yes, that's... Make sure you lie to Congress about that too. If Congress calls any hearings, just deny. Next paragraph. Taurus was a circus acrobat in Europe who did occasional undercover work for Interpol. Of course, as you do. His circus act involved breaking 2x4s on his own face. So that's why he looks like that. Okay, good to know. A feat which so impressed the G.I. Joe top brass he was recruited on the spot. Taurus has been cross-trained in explosive mountaineering and is fluent in a dozen languages. So somebody in G.I. Joe top brass just happened to be at the circus, saw this guy break a board with his face, and it's like, we need that guy. He needs to be on the team. They recruited him right on the spot. It's like, sir, have you given a thought about your future? Have you considered enlisting in the United States Army? That's wild, man. What does this say? He's an animal. He plays the drums. That's what that means. He plays the drums. He's an animal. He stops hockey pucks with his forehead and opens bottles with his nostrils. Lucky for us, he does everything the G.I. Joe HQ tells him. Opens bottles with his nostrils. That is a hell of a party trick. All right, so anybody out there wants to try that? I'm not going to try it, but I would like for somebody out there that's watching this, open a bottle cap with your nostrils. Make sure you get that. Get a video of that with your phone camera. Send that to me. I'll share it everywhere. Because if you can open a bottle with your nostrils, you are special. That is something. We forgot one. Oh no. I got so overwhelmed with the bottle nostril that I forgot to read Red Dog. Let's not forget Red Dog here. All right, so Red Dog. Full file name David Tapu. It's Tapu. Yes, that's it. Primary specialty infantry. Birthplace Pago, Samoa. So he is American Samoan, which makes sense that he is wearing a football uniform. Because American football is actually quite popular in American Samoa, and several NFL players have come from there. Where are we? The Renegades have no official status. So basically, this is the third time we've heard that the Renegades have no official status. Their movements and activities are virtually unrestricted. They can do anything they want, including the bad things. They don't get any credit when they succeed, and everybody denies knowing anything about them when they fail. When they fail, we presume they will fail. They are nuts, after all. This says Red Dog could have had a pro football career as a barefoot place kicker if a defensive lineman hadn't ground his cleats into the big Samoan's obtruding toe. Hold on. So, all right. Hold on. Timeout. All right. I'm calling timeout. That's a 30-second timeout. So, there was this phenomenon, I believe it started in the 80s and carried over to the 90s a little bit, of the barefoot kicker in football. It was really weird, and nobody does it anymore. And I'm pretty sure there's absolutely no advantage to kicking barefoot. But for a while, for some reason, kickers insisted, even in the snow, right? Even in a snow game, is like, you know what would make me kick even better? That is if my foot felt like it was on fire and exploding as soon as it touched the ball. That's the edge that I need. Yeah, made quick kick wear shoes and then signed right up. Yeah. Okay, where are we? Yeah, so he's a barefoot place kicker for some damn reason. The lineman ended up with a broken helmet and a concussion. Not from Red Dog. That was just... that's just the game. He later worked... Okay, Red Dog was suspended for excessive roughness. He later worked briefly as a stuntman in B movies until he was recruited by G.I. Joe Command. All right. Okay, since this is talking about football, I will also add that there is not a place kicker alive who is going to successfully beat up a defensive lineman. That's just not happening. Sorry. Let's move on. The other Renegades think that Red Dog is a handy gun to have along on missions. They encounter any obstacle of any kind, barricade, tank trap, or phalanx of armed guards. They simply point Red Dog in the appropriate direction, let him go, and wait for the dust to settle. There you go. Red Dog. Completely reasonable file card. Nothing weird about that at all. So, we are down to Cobra Law and the reread of Zartan. So, Cobra Law. Globulus. I will read this in the voice of Mickey from Rocky. Descended from the Serpent kings of prehistory, Globulus rules over Cobra Law, a secret valley in the Himalayas where the high priests of the biomechanical cult have created a technology based solely on living organisms. Living organisms, Rocky. The buildings of Cobra Law really, what? Are really colonies of crustaceans, and the clothes of inhabitants are as alive as the people who wear them. Cobra Law has achieved immortality through symbiosis. I don't think Mickey could say the word symbiosis. I'm sorry. That would be a tough one. At the cost of his humanity. The cost of his humanity, Rock. You became a leg breaker for a 2-bit loan shark. This paragraph, unfortunately, says the plates of Globulus's body armor are living mutations of lobsters and crabs. Imagine if your pants were alive. That's what they're saying. The clothes, they specifically said the clothes of the Cobra Laws are alive. So you don't have to put on your pants. You just stand there and your pants crawl on you. You train your pants. You train your pants to put themselves on. So yeah, so your average Cobra Law guy does not put his pants on one leg at a time like everyone else. His pants just kind of crawl on him. Just picture that. Imagine that. What the hell am I talking about here? The plates of Globulus's body armor are living mutations of lobsters and crabs, each genetically altered to perform a specific function and bred for the tensile strength of their chitinous shells and to taste really good with lemon and butter. Over the centuries, so much of Globulus's body parts have been replaced or biomechanically altered that very little of the original is left except for his brain and his central nervous system. And a really long tail. Cobra la 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 la. Nemesis Enforcer. Man of few words. They say in Cobra Law that Globulus raised the Nemesis Enforcer from a pile of dead things that where his soul should be there is nothing but emptiness. His leathern wings have beat across the night skies since before the Ice Age as he tirelessly carried out the dark will of his master and creator. Fleeting glimpses of his sinister form gave rise to the legends of vampires, harpies, and countless other things that go bump in the night. It's very poetic. Very poetic. Yeah. It's not bad. That's well written at least. It doesn't make a lick of sense, but it's well written at least. Next paragraph. He can glide silently and land without a sound. He is the other presence in the pitch black room. He is the lurker in the dark, just outside your bedroom window. He rattles the garbage cans and makes your floors creak. He is the dread that stands behind you in the dark and dares you to turn and face him. He's a real jerk for making a lot of noise at night when you're trying to sleep. He's out there rattling the garbage cans. What a jerk. Royal Guard. Royal Guard. Bred and surgically enhanced for size, strength, and endurance, the Royal Guards of Cobra Law are responsible for the personal protection of Globulus, which is why he only comes with, like, only one in the set, right? So they're for the protection of Globulus, supreme ruler of the Hidden Valley and last descendant of the Serpent Kings. Encased from head to foot in organic insectoid armor, Cobra Law are impervious to any ordnance up to high explosive anti-tank rounds. Although formidable and battable, the guards tend to be technically unimaginative and are relatively useless without close supervision. They wander off, you know. They're really strong. They fight really good, but, you know, really short attention spans. It comes from the MTV. That's what caused it, you know. That's what caused the short attention span was the MTV. And they wander off. You have to kind of herd them in. All right. There was an attempted coup in Cobra Law around the time when the Emperor Hadrian was building his wall. Hadrian's Wall, a little bit of history there. The Roman Empire, Hadrian. 500 irate noblemen stormed the inner sanctum of Globulus' summer palace and were confronted by just 20 guards. Globulus slept through the entire incident. One guard was slightly wounded. Of the 500 noblemen, there were no survivors. These are supposed to be really good fighters here. Really good fighters. They wander off, though. I mean, you really gotta keep them focused, and do not let them watch the MTV. They're just totally lost. But if you can get them focused, then they're good. Then they fight. They fight really well. They just bore really easily. All right. Okay. Last one. And that is, I'm rereading, because it was requested again, I'm rereading Zartan. Is Scoop available? Well, okay, we'll do one more for Matt, because we like Matt. Let me find Scoop. Scoop. Hold on. I'm sure I've got Scoop in here somewhere. Pretty sure. I know I've got Scoop somewhere, because I reviewed Scoop, so Scoop has to be in here. But I'm looking in the wrong year, aren't I? I'm doing it again. I'm looking in the wrong year. I tell you, I don't know from G.I. Joe. What is this G.I. Joe thing that people keep talking about? I don't know nothing about it. I've got Mercer and Taurus's file cards separate. Where is Scoop? Where is Scoop? I'm still looking in the wrong year. What is wrong with me? Good grief. You should, if you, why, like, man, I would unsubscribe from me. Man, I stink. Not, like, figuratively. All right, I got Scoop. I eventually found it. Ugh. All right, so for dramatic effect, I will read Zartan's file card in the voice of Groucho Marx. All right, we got Zartan, Master of Disguise. File name unknown. Aliases too numerous to list. That's not Groucho Marx. Who is that? All right, I can't do Groucho Marx. Birthplace is unknown. Zartan can alter his skin color at will to blend in with his environment. For most of us, we just call that getting a tan. But for Zartan, yeah, we'll give him that, all right? Okay, Zartan, yes, you can alter your skin color at will by staying out in the sun for extended periods of time. Yeah, nobody else can do that. Yes, Zartan, you have that special power. It doesn't even mention Cold Slither here. It doesn't even mention his musical talent. I mean, come on. All right, let's see. He can alter his skin color. He's also a master of makeup and disguise. He likes lipstick, and obviously he likes eyeshadow. He goes a little overboard with the eyeshadow. You know, you have to be a real master with the makeup to go that overboard with the eyeshadow. And a ventriloquist. Yeah, he took over for Charlie McCarthy. He's a linguist, quite a cunning linguist, in fact, is what I've heard. I've heard that he's quite the cunning linguist. Over 20 languages and dialects, and acrobatic contortionist. So he's not really a contortionist. He can only do this one trick where he can like pull his lower lip over his head. He thinks that's contortionism, but we'll give him that. Let's see, a practitioner of several mystic martial arts. He does crocheting. He does needlepoint. Most of those martial arts involved, arts and crafts. They're mystical arts and crafts, but still, he's, but a lot of them, several mystical arts and crafts. Very little is known about his background and origins because nobody bothered to ask. He's like, I wish somebody would ask me about my background and origins. Background and origins, but most security agencies agree he must have had European military academy training, probably St. Cyr. That's where they teach the that's where they teach the makeup and the ventriloquism. That dead giveaway. He's a ventriloquist. He must have been trained in Europe. You know how those European ventriloquists are. If he were a mime, we would know exactly where he's from. And I forgot. This is the one. I was supposed to read this one because it has this final paragraph here. It says, psychological profile. Extreme paranoid schizophrenic. Grows into various multiple personalities to such an extent that the original personality becomes buried and forgotten. That is not at all how schizophrenia works. But again, we're letting Zartan think that he can change color by getting a tan. And we're giving him his little delusion about his contortionism, but we're giving him a lot. So this will be the last one. This one, special last one, and then we'll wrap it up. We got to wrap it up soon because my voice is gonna give out. I've been talking for a long time here. We got Scoop. We got Scoop. We got 2 Scoops. In Kellogg's Raisin Bran. Scoop, Combat Information Specialist. File name, Leonard Michaels. Primary Military Specialist, Journalist. Secondary Military Specialist, Microwave Transmission Specialist. Microwave, basically, he's the one who makes the microwave popcorn at the base. That's how he got that specialty. Birthplace, Chicago, Illinois. This paragraph says, it takes a special kind of guy to step out from behind cover during a firefight and keep his finger squeezing the trigger of his video cam. Video cams have triggers, right? With an advanced degree in journalism, as well as a master's degree in electrical engineering, Scoop could have had a secure future with a network news team. Well, maybe. Instead, he opted for service on the G.I. Joe team because he wanted to be on the spot when the news was being made, not reporting the aftermath. Contrary to popular belief, as a journalist, you can, in fact, be there on the spot when the news is being made. That is potentially possible. The last paragraph says, The other G.I. Joes were a bit put off by Scoop at first. They resented having a third wheel tugging along, lugging 60 pounds of video equipment and not much firepower. Excuse me. They changed their minds after he carried a wounded comrade 2 clicks to an extraordinarily hairy evacuation site for a medevac. Hairy. Now, you would think that hairy is some kind of metaphor for something, but in fact there was just hair all around. It was at a barber shop. It's extremely hairy evacuation site. All the while, his camera captured the whole thing on tape. Now that's called doing your job and then some. That is Scoop, our final file card for the night. So thank you to everyone for hanging out. This has been fun. So I'm always reluctant to read a lot for these live streams because not everybody engages when you read, but occasionally, like with the story time, these storybooks here, these actually do have people following along. So maybe we'll do one of these next time. It's been a little bit since we've done story time, but it is time for me to wrap up. Thank you everyone for being here. I love the Tuesday live streams. It's my favorite time of the week. I love seeing you guys. I love talking to you guys. Reiterating the stuff that I said at the beginning. Timmer, new video today. Codename New2Vero2, new video today. Get well soon, Byron. We care about you. We like you. We hope you do well. And the GoFundMe for Joefest. Check the link out in the description of this video. Thanks everyone, guys. I will say goodnight. I will see you next week. And until then, only Cobra is Cobra, and only G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe, and only you are you, and only me is me. Good night, everyone. I'll see you later. See you next week.